Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing a little bit more of Pokemon Leaf Green. As you could kind of tell by the random Pokemon music and also just the fact that I don't usually do voiceovers, yeah, I kind of made a little oopsie when I recorded this part as well as another part. Yeah. Beginner's mistake, I guess. Anyways, we are making our way over to the game corner where the not-so-secret Team Rocket hideout is. And I mean, there's a guy standing in front of it. If you didn't want it to be secret or whatever, don't put a suspicious looking guy in a Team Rocket suit in front of a suspicious poster. I mean, make it make sense. But it is a children's game and they need to propel the story forward, I guess. But you know what? I'm not going to question it. Anyways, we do beat his, we are going to beat his Raticate and take him out pretty easily. I mean, our levels are kind of over leveled at this point in the game, although I will mention this again at the end of the video, but the levels in this game are kind of odd, to say the least, which you will see what I mean in the next episode. That was, spoiler alert, not fun. But you know what? It's fine. Anyways, I don't actually know how to keep this commentary going. I mean, I have kind of a script, but I am going a little off script a bit. But you know what? It's fine. This is good practice. So we just have to deal with it. But yeah, we are still going at it with this grunt. Aowen definitely gets a lot of love in this episode, I think. So she is a little bit, not over leveled, but she is a couple levels higher than the rest of our team. As you can see, I did kind of level up Mare off camera. Not a ton, mostly because I got bored, but anyways, as you can see, we defeated the grunt. The stairs are going to open up after he runs away. I mean, again, if you don't want us to know about your secret base, don't be so obvious about it. I do distinctly remember getting lost in this place. I don't know what it is about this because, I mean, when I played through this a couple days ago, I realized it wasn't that difficult to get through, but for some reason in my head, when I was younger, I had quite a difficult time getting through this. But you know what? Maybe that's just because I was younger and I was playing the game for the first time and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. Whereas in this game, even though it's been years since I played it, I still managed to figure it out. Although I think I may have opened up a guide or something. You know what? It is what it is. But yeah, these little spinny things are kind of a little annoying to deal with. There was a point, I don't know if it was this one or if it was the other one, where I got a little turned around and I had to go back and go the right way. But you know what? Again, it's fine. But there were a lot of items, which surprised me because yes, these kind of games do have a ton of items, but in a base like this, you would think there wouldn't be that many lying around. And yet in this particular spinny area thing, whatever you want to call it, there were like 4. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we are making our way through. I did skip a couple of grunts because, again, I thought I was over leveled and I didn't want to get more levels, which, as it turns out, may have been a little bit of a mistake. But you'll see that again next episode, yeah. So we are just backtracking. I am still getting used to the Switch 2 controllers, as you can see. Here I find out the elevator doesn't work without the key card, and then I realize either at this moment or a little later on in the video that I had to actually fight a certain grunt, because I think I was going to avoid him at all costs. But no, the one grunt that I was thinking that I was gonna avoid, you actually have to battle. I did battle a couple of these grunts off. I didn't show the battles anyway. So they are definitely, but I did do them. I don't know where I was going with that, I'm sorry. But yeah, here's more of the little squiggly thingies. I don't even know what you would call this thing, but it was annoying to deal with, but I figured it out. It was relatively simple. Again, another grunt that we don't need to talk about. Yeah, so like I said, this was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Somehow, some way, I thought it was going to be very difficult. Here's a grunt that I was going to avoid, but you'll see that I did actually go through it. I fought him, and I don't even know what I'm doing here. I think I'm just avoiding the inevitable, or making sure I'm just not forgetting anything, but I think I eventually go back and I battle him. I keep saying fight. I don't know why I do that. But you know what? I mean, fight, battle, same thing. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm doing here. I couldn't tell you. I am backtracking for who knows what reason. I think this is the point where I was a little confused and I didn't know what I was doing. And so I backtracked over here to go back to the elevator, then realized, or maybe I didn't even go back to the elevator. I think I you know what? I'm not even going to question it. I probably could have edited this out, but you know what? You get to watch me run around like a deer in a head. Well, I guess the saying is a headless chicken. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so how are you guys doing? I obviously don't do post commentary that often, so you'll have to tell me if this is something that you would like to see more of, or even just, I don't know, but like, I would definitely like to improve on this for sure, that because obviously it's not something I do. I did it once in another video, but it wasn't non-stop talking like this. And even now I'm like, oh, what do I say? What do I say? Even though I do have a script, but I didn't write the full script for the full video. I just kind of did like little key points just to have something to talk about. And obviously I'm going off script, like I said, a little bit just to fill up the void. So you're not just listening to music, although I know I don't technically have to do the full on talking, but you know what? Whatever. If you do like the idea of not having a full commentary video and do like the just having the sound in the background, do let me know, and that's something I can probably figure out, or not even figure out. I can do that in the future. And I thought about doing that with this commentary, but then I decided, you know what, might as well give it a try. So, and here I am again, running around with the chicken heads caught up, or whatever the saying is. You guys know what I mean. Oh my goodness. What even are words? Yeah, I don't even know what I was thinking. I was clearly confused, but I think I may have looked at the guide and realized, oh wait, I was actually going in the right direction. I need to backtrack, but you know what? Anyway, I think I'm going back down to where I needed to be, which is where the, yeah, here we are, the grunt with the key to the elevator, the lift key or whatever he just said. And he was pretty easy to beat. I obviously don't use Mare yet. I just switch her in and out because she needs the levels. And she can't really hold her own right now, which is a little unfortunate, but she will get there. She will eventually get there. And of course, coughing does self-destruct, which I was not expecting, and I wish I had my commentary for that because that was wild. And I guess I didn't realize that they had self-destruct at that level. But you know what? I guess I don't know that much about Pokemon despite the fact that I've been playing this since I was a child. It's fine. But like I said earlier, Aowen is definitely getting a lot of love. She is definitely the MVP of the team, that's for sure. The other Pokemon don't tend to get that much love, which is a little unfortunate. I need to definitely work on that. So that they're the same level, because I hate it when one Pokemon is like 10 levels higher than the others. I don't know about you guys, but that's just... it's so annoying. But here we are, we got the lift key. We're going backtracking. I swear I can speak. Going back towards the elevator. Making our way over to the big bad boss, which is Giovanni. And yeah. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but I realized... Actually, I think I did say this earlier about the key. Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm looking at my scripts because I am forgetful. I did find this little quick exit back out, so I don't have to go back. I just battled the grunt off screen, and it opened up a little door, and now we're making our way back up to the big bad boss. First, we're grabbing an item, which I'm going to sell because I don't actually use those type of items. I just never saw the point of using those, or even the X defense or whatever. But here's Giovanni. He's impressed that we made it this far. And yeah, and now we're going to battle him. I did save before battling. I always do that. Big bosses, gym leaders, the Elite Four, each Elite Four member. I always save. I don't know why, it's just been a habit since forever. But yeah, Giovanni was actually quite easy. I mean, then again, we had a water type to take out his two rock and ground types. His Onyx, we one-shot him, which was very surprising. I thought we were gonna maybe even two-shot him, given that it's level 25. But Water Pulse did its damage. And it's not the strongest move, and it sucks because this is the one of the, maybe not the generation itself, but for the Kanto region specifically, the movesets aren't that great. And you can tell that by our team. I mean, Percy still knows Tail Whip. What? I mean, seriously, no, what? I don't even use Tail Whip. I've never used Tail Whip. So I don't know why I haven't gotten rid of it, but like I said, the moves kind of aren't that great in this game. But we will make do. We will eventually get other TMs, and I think off camera I am going to go into the gambling center and gamble. Don't do this at home, kids. Because we definitely need some good TMs, and I know the prizes, they are relatively good. At least in terms of TMs. I know for the Pokemon, which I thought about maybe using Dratini as our final member. However, we do have a fire type. Wow. No, we have a flying type already. And I'm pretty sure Dragon Knight is Flying Dragon as its a typing. And I just rambled through beating Giovanni, but I don't know if I'm going to use a Dratini. That's going to depend. But we will see. I'm still missing a team member, so if you have any suggestions on who you would like me to use, or even just a filler, because Ophelia is technically a filler right now. So I guess maybe not even a filler, but just like a final member, let me know, and I can catch it either off camera or on camera with you guys. And yeah, and we are making our way back out of the Team Rocket hideout, and we are going over to Lavender Town because we got the self-co, or scope. It's the scope. It's the thing for the Marowak, which you'll see later on. But we're making our way out, and I did kind of do this off camera while I was training up Mare. But the tea that we get from the old lady in one of the houses, if you go into this building, the policeman, whatever, that's standing there, you give it to them and you now have access to these little shortcuts. And I did cut this part out because it was a little bit of a spoiler alert. So we just making our way back to Lavender Town, freeing up the Marowak spirit, and now we can see the Ghastlies in the Pokemon Tower. They're no longer ghosts anymore, which is great, because that got annoying fast because I kept getting sent back to the beginning and I totally forgot that even happened. And so I don't know what I was thinking, but you know what, it's fine. That is my saying, it's fine, everything is fine. So that might get old fast. And I don't know why I healed here. I didn't really need it, because I think I only used like 2 Pokemon in the last battle. And, well, maybe, yeah, no, 2. So I don't know why I did that, but I'm not complaining. Here's Ghastly. I thought about using Ghastly too, but unfortunately, Gengar is trade only, and I don't have anybody to trade with, so, I mean, I could, but, yeah. So here's the self-scope. It's saying the Marowak is the spirit that prevented us from going further. I think I wanted to try to catch it, but then I realized, wait, maybe we can't catch it? I don't remember, actually. I really don't. As you can see, Percy is getting his butt kicked, which is a little unfortunate. But Water Pulse, again, it did its damage. It confused it, which is like the great thing about that move. It has a bonus of potentially confusing its opponent, which next episode you'll see that you get used a lot, which is great because it was definitely needed. But as you can see, we defeated the Marowak, and I could have taught Percy Protect. I don't know why I did it. I guess I thought in the moment that I didn't use that move. Don't ask me why. But I really don't use those type of moves, and I probably should. As you can see, I'm kind of just like a, if it's super effective and it works, use it type of move. But as you can see, the Marowak spirit disappeared, and we can now move up. And there are a couple of grunts up here that are just standing here. And I'm like, why? I get that they're, I guess not protecting, but they are blocking Mr. Fuji from leaving. But like, you're just standing there. You're not even doing anything. You're a part of an evil organization, and you're just standing there twiddling your thumbs. What? Make it make sense, please. But you know what? I probably shouldn't be questioning this video game, but it is what I do. I question the logic of certain video games, and it's just... But you know what? I'm having fun. That's all that matters, I guess. I forgot how much of a joy this game was, even though... I guess especially because I haven't played it in so long. But... yeah. So... Did I not go through and do this off camera? Or I guess I forgot to cut this part out. You know what? It's fine. You're gonna see the gold bat almost beat up my Yeah, I almost called it a Persian. It hasn't evolved yet, unfortunately, but Awen is back out. She is, as I said, the MVP. So, yeah. And, okay, I guess I didn't cut this out, but you know what? It's fine. Little extra content. But now he left because he lost, and there's not much else he can do about it. Oh, that's right. I think I left this in because I realized I probably should add in a couple battles, but for me personally, the grunt battles aren't that important unless they're doing something like this where they're either protecting or, I guess, why do I keep saying protecting? They're not protecting, they're thieveries. Doing thievery stuff, but you know what? Whatever. Doing whatever Team Rocket does best. Let's put it that way. I guess I decided to keep this in. It's fine. We can watch this coffin just not get confused because the RNG in this game hates me. And of course it knows self-destruct too. Although it didn't do nearly as much damage as the other one did. And there's a Drowsy, which I'm surprised that didn't one-shot it, given our level differences, but whatever. And as that grunt says, I will, or what the grunt didn't say is, I will not be staying out of their business. I will continue to be in their business when they're up to nefarious things. So, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't be a part of an evil organization if you don't want the hero kid to get caught up in it and save the day. After this, these battles, I think there's one more. We will free Mr. Fuji from the tower, although you will see in a moment, he will say he was up here on his own free will, which I absolutely do not believe. I definitely believe that these 3 grunts forced him up there. Or he was already up there and these 3 grunts decided, hey, you're no longer allowed to leave. We're gonna stay here and watch you, so you can't leave. So, yeah, but I mean, if he's up here in this tower, he must have a Pokemon, right? He could have probably easily defended himself, but he's an old man. It's fine. He probably doesn't even want to do that or even thought about doing that. I don't know. But we are back at his house, and he is going to give us something, I think. Maybe. Yes, we got the Poke Flute. Why did I forget about that? For the Sleeping Snorlax on the other side of Celadon City, which we will do in the next episode. That, and also, we're going to be going to Saffron City. And in Saffron City is the Safari Zone. So that's going to be the end of that, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye!